Hi everyone, and thank you for joining me today as we hear The Average Canadian Story by community mentor Terry. Through The Average Canadian Story, we are actually exploring DT people teaching respect.
The average Canadian story is, let's pretend that you have a person beside you, okay? And you know as much about this person as you know about my son. This person knows that they're going for a test in 3 days from now. And they believe that this test is going to be the easiest thing that they're ever going to do. What do you think they're going to do in those 3 days before the test?
Black off and just hang out with friends. Yeah.
They're not going to prepare. So let's say they don't prepare for those 3 days. They get to the test and it is the hardest thing they've ever had to do. So now they're walking out of the test room doors, but they don't know whether they pass or they fail. They just know that the test was the hardest thing they've ever had to do. How do you think they feel walking out of the test room doors?
Pretty bad.
Pretty bad. So we'll keep that. So pretty bad. So we're going to go to the first day. We have a new person or same person. It doesn't matter. That's my disclaimer because people get confused. So now this person believes that the test is going to be the hardest thing they're ever going to do. Now, what do you think they're going to do in those 3 days before the test?
Study.
They're going to prepare as much as they can. So let's say they do prepare as much as they can. They get to the test and it is the hardest thing they've ever had to do. How do you think they feel walking out of test room doors?
Probably better than the other person, at least for kind of prepared, but still.
Yes, they will feel a little bit better, right? They're just like, at least I did what I could, right?
Yeah.
So we're gonna go back to the first day. We're gonna have a new person or same person, it doesn't matter. Now I know it's a little confusing. It's similar to the test and it'll make sense at the end. Now this person believes the test is gonna be hard, or the hardest thing. They prepare as much as they can in those 3 days. They get to the test and it is easy for two reasons. It could be that the test was an easy test, like 1 + 1 =, or it could be that they studied the exact material to make it an easy test. Now, how does that person feel walking out of the test room door?
Really good.
Really good, right? They appreciate the easy test. Now we're going to take my entire story. We're going to change one word. We're going to change the word test to life. And that's how I view life. So people who view life as easy, they don't do anything. They don't prepare for the future or anything that's going to happen. They just, life is going to be what it's going to be. Then life gets hard. Example of life getting hard. We're going to have 2 timelines of the same person. One person saves up 3 months rent. So you have 3 months rent saved up in your home. Somebody in your timeline, your loved one of yours passes away. You're sad, you're very upset. So you stay from home from work and from school or whatever, so that you have time with your family to grieve with this loved one, right? For 3 months, you don't have to do anything but heal. If you have 0 money saved up, where are you going to have to grieve? At work. If you have 0 money saved up, where do you have to work?
Wherever's hiring.
Wherever is hired. Wherever is going to allow you to do what to get the food on the table, right? So you're like, I really hate this job, but it's allowing me to have my food and have my apartment or whatever, so I'm going to do it. Right? When you're like, I'll search when I'm not working, right? But when you're working, you're not searching. When you're searching, you're not working.
When we take time and learn what others are teaching us or sharing with us, or we learn from our past experiences, we're actually respecting our own journey and learning from it. So we can learn from others' experiences, others' stories, our own stories, our own experience. When we listen to what these journeys and these stories have to say and have to teach, we are respecting that they happened. We are respecting that they provided a teaching. and potentially we can save ourselves a lot of guff. So what is a lesson that you've learned in the past, either from your own journey or someone else's journey? What I've learned is that, my health matters, and if I don't stop and take care of it regularly, and that means kind of on a daily basis to make sure that I'm doing stuff for myself, it adds up and becomes a huge thing. All right, thanks guys, I'll see you later. I still don't have an outro.